Hello, the beautiful soul. This is your weekly angel oracle card forecast for the week of August the 29th to September the 4th. I mean, can you believe it? We're already moving into September. I mean, the year has passed by so fast. But the good thing is that August has been quite feisty, the energy of August. But now as we're moving into September, the energies you will notice that there's definitely going to be a different energy theme to this new month that we're about to move into. So I hope you're ready for that. But today I want to share with you this card reading to really help you, give you some guidance for what's to come this coming week, so you can really make the most out of this changeover in energy as we're moving from August into September. So I want to invite you to set your intentions of what would you like to get out of this card reading today? What guidance are you seeking? And just pay attention to, as I am sharing each card with you, what additional insights are coming up for you as it pertains to you. So I'm just going to call forth the highest and best, most loving guides, archangels, ascended masters, and beings of the light that can best support us now to please step forward and connect with us now to assist us in this card reading. And thank you, Angel, for revealing to us what is most important to know for this coming week, any core energies as we're moving into this new month, this month of September, and also any opportunities that we should be made aware of, as well as any challenges. Okay, so we got the 5 cards right now. Okay, so the first card is success. I mean, how beautiful is that, right? And this card reveals to me is that, well, you're always moving towards the light. You're always moving forward, moving towards your desired destination, but also along the way to never forget that how successful you already are, about celebrating all the little wins that you're having. And especially right now, I know last week was quite interesting. I, for myself, was very challenged last week. A lot of healing was coming up. A lot of old stuff was coming up. And one of the challenge in last week's reading was really following our inner calling, like really trusting in our inner calling. And this card right now, the success card, really, it tells us that we should really celebrate our small wins, because you are moving forward. Even if you may not realize it, even if you are having some bad days or maybe bad weeks or maybe even a bad month, right? We have that too from time to time. It's still important to stop and to celebrate our small wins, because even the small things that will lead towards you moving towards your desired destination, they count, because it's the small things that lead up to the bigger things, right? So when we focus on, if we're only celebrating the big things that happen, right, then we're missing so much. And oftentimes we can get kind of bogged down, because it may feel like that you're not moving forward. But when you're looking at your life and you're looking at the small things that are happening and you celebrate those, then you get that inner feeling of accomplishment, right? And this is really the message that I feel for this next week, is celebrate your small successes as well, because they do lead up to the bigger ones. But then to also really stop more often, to lean into that a little bit more. Say, yes, you know what? I am successful. I am achieving the things that I want to achieve. Things are falling into place. Everything is working out for me. And when I gaze at this card, I mean, if you're looking at this card, there's such beautiful things all around. There's so much beauty around it, right? And here's also an invitation to stop and see that. Because when it comes to success, your desired destination of what you want to achieve, what you want to do, where you want to go in life, let's say you're working on your big goals, it's also important to not miss the small things that are happening all around you. And here's also an invitation to pause more often during the day and just to settle into that feeling like, yes, I am on the right way. Yes, I am successful. Yes, I am moving into the direction I want to move into. Yes, things are working out for me. And to really be grateful for that as well. So now this is also a reminder for you that you are really moving into the right direction. You are on your path. That even though you may not see it right now, just trust. Success is coming. As long as you stay your path, as long as you continue following your soul's calling, you will get to where you want to be, or even something even better. You will be able to create the life that you truly want, that your soul is craving. You just know you are on the way. Okay, so the second card is, oh my God, how beautiful is that? Believe. Believe in your dreams. Believe that you are supported. And you see, when you look at this card, you see these hands, right, underneath the boat. And that's basically saying that you are being supported on so many levels. And oftentimes also on the spiritual levels that you can't even yet see, that you may not even be aware of, but just believe in your success, believe in your dreams, believe in yourself, right? Believe in yourself. And as we're moving into this new energy period of September, September is the month of completion, right? Because 9 represents completion. And next month, and you will hear me talk a lot about this in these upcoming videos, is about integration and alignment to your new soul's template. That is the core theme of next month. I was very surprised about that as I was channeling the content for next month. And this is really, it's helping you as you're really tapping into really believing in yourself, believing in your dreams. You're also aligning yourself to that new higher template for yourself, because then you're believing in something that you can't yet see. And that is very important. That is really a message here for the midweek, is that you got to believe. You have to believe, because if you don't believe, well, then it's not going to happen. You create your desires from the inside out. So if you're just wishing, but deep down you're not really quite believing that it's actually possible, then of course it's going to be very difficult for you to create it. So start by believing in your dreams, believe in your desires, believe in yourself, and then your outer world will reflect back at you what's happening within you. So really believe, because anything and everything is possible for you. You just got to believe. Wayne Dyer has a book about believe it before you can see it, right? So you've really got to believe it first, and then it will be created in your life. So the message for the mid of the week is truly believe. And it goes hand in hand with success, right? And then the energy for the end of the week is higher thought. Well, here's an invitation to look at yourself, or to kind of tune in to see, where are your thoughts most often? Are they more on the side of lack, or are they more on the side of higher thought, right? And if you're noticing that you're often kind of complaining and just talking negatively, always in lack, believing in lack, thinking lack, speaking lack, then here's really the invitation to move up the ladder into the higher thoughts. Really allow yourself to see the higher truth here. Whatever challenge you're experiencing right now, allow yourself to see the higher truth here, because there's always a spiritual solution to everything. There's always a solution there. And here is really the invitation to level up your thinking, level up your perception around things. If there's a challenge in your life, take a step back. And then look at it from a detached kind of point of view. Detached meaning don't put your emotions in there, but really detach from the emotional aspect of the situation and look at it like, okay, what can I learn from this? What is the message here? Why am I experiencing this? What is this triggering within me? Because whenever there's a challenge, whenever there's like a I don't feel okay, or whenever you're feeling triggered, that is an invitation for you to kind of go within to uncover what is going on here. Why am I feeling this way? And then here to up-level your thinking, to look at it from a different perspective, to really tap into the higher thought. And you just looking at it like, what can I learn from this? This is a higher thought, because then you're not the victim to the story, the victim to the situation, but you're empowered because you're saying, okay, there is something not right. Let's investigate. Let's see, what am I feeling here? That levels you up in your vibration as well, because you're not being dragged down into the situation. You're not the victim of the situation, but you're really staying empowered. And here it's really important, and it goes hand in hand with belief too. You got to have those higher thoughts, right? You have to have those more elevated thoughts, like really believing that, you know what, everything is going to work out. If a challenge presents itself, instead of going down the rabbit hole and like, why is this happening to me? Saying, okay, this is happening for a reason. Okay. What can I do with this? What can I learn from this? really being detached, but seeing the higher truth here. This is so empowering, and it can also transform you on such a deep level as well. And it's truly beautiful as we're looking at the energies of next week. As you have success at the beginning of the week, you have belief in midweek, and then higher thought at the end of the week. And this is truly, it goes hand in hand with what we're moving into, with September being a month of integration of all that has been happening since May, actually, since the eclipses. Everything that's been happening since then, and to really integrate that, to integrate all that you have learned, to then align yourself to that new path that is unfolding for you, that higher soul's template that is basically, that was activated within you. So, like I said, success at the beginning of the week, focus on that, then believe, truly believe, and up-level your thoughts. Really tap into the higher thoughts. So that's the key energies of the week. Now let's talk about the opportunity. The biggest opportunity that we have here is that I am beautiful. See yourself for who you truly are, not who you think you are, not the person that you look at in the mirror every single day, but look a little closer. Look deeper within to see all the beautiful things about you, because there is light within you. And if you're looking at the card here, you see the light within here. That's the light within you. The light within you is already activated. Now it's for you to just tap into that and just turn it up a notch, shine a little brighter. And here it's really noticing that you are beautiful deep within. No matter if you are a little overweight or underweight, too tall, too short, or anything like that, it doesn't matter. What matters is who you are deep within. And you are beautiful. And this is really the biggest opportunity, is to tap into self-love. That's what this card really represents, is self-love, self-value, self-respect, self-appreciation, right? So the invitation here is to take some time this week to really tune in, to get to know yourself on a deeper level. Maybe meditate a little bit more and really tune in, connect with that inner light within you. And whenever doubts come up, here too, allow yourself to tap into the higher thought. Release those lower level frequencies, those lower level thoughts, and move up the ladder into the higher thoughts. Really challenge your mindset, but take some time to really get to know yourself, that beautiful self that's living within you, that is maybe has been asleep for quite some time, but now really waking up. This is going to be very beneficial as we're moving into September, as you're then really, it's the time of the integration, while integrating your inner beautiful self as well, to also start shining your light a little bit more, shine it more brighter, because your light in this world is very important. Even if you maybe think you're very insignificant in your life or in who you are, you're not. You're very, very important. You're very, very special. We all are. And it's for you to really tap into that inner light and start shining more brightly. You doing your own inner work. You connecting more with your soul. You connecting more with your inner self, with your inner beauty. Is going to help you really change your life as well. Because it starts with really loving yourself first. Any dreams that you have, any desires that you have, well, you can't achieve them unless you value yourself enough to actually have that. Unless you appreciate yourself, you see your own self-worth, and also love yourself. Because if you don't love yourself, then of course you're not going to allow yourself to have what you want, right? Because, well, you don't deserve to have what you want. Those type of things. So start loving yourself more. See that beautiful self that you are. Use this as an affirmation every day. I am beautiful. I am beautiful. Or for men, you may say, I am handsome. Whatever you want to use. But whatever really gives you that inner feeling of that sense of love, that sense of self-love, that inner warmth. That is the biggest opportunity this coming week, is to really tap into that. Because the more you really tap into that self-love, that love for yourself, that automatically shines your light so much brighter. It activates your light. Right? So use the affirmation if you so choose. I am beautiful, because you are. Okay, so now let's talk about the challenge that may present itself this coming week. And it is, oh boy, that's a big one. It is initiation. And it makes total sense because as we're moving into September, August, the energy was quite, for me, I felt it quite feisty. It was really like that inner drive to do, but there was like that, all that struggle going on. I know for myself, I've heard from other people as well. And it was also a lot of karmic stuff was coming up as well. And it makes total sense because, we had the Lionsgate this month as well, right? And we're moving into September, which is a completely different energy of the integration, the alignment. And the initiation can cause some challenges because as you're being initiated to that next soul template for yourself, you may be challenged because old stuff may still come up for you, or you have to kind of get used to the new you again. You may not even feel like you don't really feel like yourself because so much has been shifting. So much has been happening since May, since we had the eclipse season in May. So much has been happening. And now you're really being initiated to that higher level. That's what I mean. If we're looking at all the cards for this week, we have success, belief, higher thoughts, and I'm beautiful. I mean, it can trigger so much within you. And that can be the challenge this month, that you're maybe challenged with this initiation that is happening, that is unfolding. Maybe you're experiencing somewhat of a identity crisis because so much has been happening. You're like, well, who am I right now? I mean, have you ever had that where you had a period of a lot of deep healing, maybe where you were going through a dark night of the soul, and when you came out of it, you're like, who am I now? Right? And the thing is, like, every time we're being initiated, well, the old self kind of falls away, right? There's somewhat of a death happening, a dying off of the old self. And then the new you is emerging. Well, you don't really know who that new you is, right? It feels kind of uncomfortable. So you may be challenged with that because that new you of you is now emerging. It's been emerging over these last few weeks, these last few months, actually. It's been emerging. So now as we're moving into September, it's about the integration of that, the integration and the alignment to that. So the challenge that could really be is just that simple initiation, because you are being asked to get used to that new you again. And it can feel quite challenging. It can feel quite, well, wobbly in a way, like unsteady, not quite sure. Think of it like that. I like to use the analogy of when you buy a brand new pair of shoes, they may feel a little uncomfortable at first until you got used to them, right? Until you broke them in. And it's kind of the same thing whenever you have an initiation, whenever you have gone through a period of healing and releasing. And in August, we did a lot of karmic stuff that was coming up, that was being released in order to ready ourselves for this initiation, this integration alignment, and that's happening in September. So just be aware that you could be challenged this week with this with this initiation. So here, just take more time to yourself. Just breathe through that, breathe through it, allow it, don't resist it. Maybe you need more time to just meditate a little bit more, maybe journal, or maybe go get a healing session or anything like that. Whatever you feel called you need, listen to that. Because moving forward, we're really being asked and activated to tune in more, to let our soul lead us, rather than listening to our ego mind, like, oh, I'm too busy right now, I can't take time to myself. Oh, this is the stupid, I can't do that right now, whatever. It's really an invitation to listen to your soul's nudges of what does your soul need in the moment. And here also, you may tune in daily and just check in with your soul. What do I need right now? What do I need? What do I want? What is important for me to know at this time? And just listen to that inner guidance, because it's available to you. So, like I said, could be challenging this week is just dealing with this initiation, because you are being assisted. Even if you're not actively doing anything, you're still being assisted. We all feel it. It's just some people, they may be unaware of it. So here, maybe also watch out. Some people may lash out because they don't really know what's going on. So just be aware of that. So this could be a little triggering this week, but overall, it's all happening to our highest and greatest good. It's all happening for us to really elevate our thinking, elevate our life, elevate ourselves, our soul, to really align to that. So here you go. You have this beautiful card reading for this coming week. Now, I want to invite you to maybe set some intentions of what would you like to experience this week. Knowing now about, success, belief, higher thoughts, that the opportunities, I am beautiful, and the challenges, initiation. Maybe tune in. What else is coming up for you? What other guidance is asking to come through for you in particular? And just maybe journal about it and set some intentions for this coming week. So here you go. I hope you enjoyed this video today. If you did, do me a favor, hit the like button. Like I said, maybe leave me a comment below. Let me know what are your intentions for this coming week. What are you looking to maybe shift this week as well? And be sure to check out this next video here about the 7 tips of how to prevent burnout. This is especially important for us empath, light workers, and psychics, and highly sensitive souls, so we don't get burnt out by what we're here to do. So I look forward to seeing you again in the next video. Until then, make it an amazingly abundant, successful day. Namaste.